Hmm.
Did you
You don't
tell
think
Kale
so?
about all your experiences, Josh?
The only one I had. Then a few times where
Like,
like I went
like how the
fucking
next day you saw like your mom and stuff.
yeah, then just fucked up. I remember
No.
when I was still driving feeders, dude. I was at Versailles, like the Versailles building, where it's our actual like where I live, that one right next to me. And
Yeah.
I was heading back up to Indy because it was during Christmas time, and like I like got in the seat to get ready to drive, and like next thing I know, I'm like in this white room, and like
What?
this
Hold on.
capsule full of water.
That's dangerous, dude. If you're driving.
No, I just like got in my truck.
Uh-huh.
Like I just got in, and the next thing I know, I'm like not there. Like I'm in a white room with like I'm in a capsule full of water. I'm not drowning. Uh, and I was looking around. There's like people, or not. I don't know what they were. Figures were like walking around.
So when this happens, is it like a time lapse? So like, is it only like short amount of time here, but it's like longer when you're in this trip or
Yeah.
whatever?
Yeah.
No, like Tom didn't even pass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah. It
when
it
you
feels
were
so it feels like
experiencing this,
forever.
it seemed longer,
Yes.
but then when you came back to your body, it was like no time passed.
Yeah, no time passed. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
People
That's
call
what I
it
was
people
asking.
call it, it's not astral projection, but it's kind of like that. I have a huge issue with needles. Like I when I get my blood drawn, I just like an autoimmune thing. I just black out just from the thought of it. And
Yeah.
I've done that ever since I was like a kid. And I was getting my blood drawn recently, and I've had done these experiences, and I thought of it. I was like, man, when I black out this time, I'm gonna actually leave. I'm gonna go do something. And I went back to Roman times, and I was in a Colosseum fighting a bug. Or
But
I was about to fight a bug, almost like something off of Men in Black, like the big roach.
yeah, yeah.
And but he was like talking to me before we fought, and then I came back to my body. It was a trip, but usually it's just a blackout.
But
And
you decided you was
I
gonna make
decided
it
before, I
something.
was like, I'm gonna black out. I was already sweating. I was like, I'm gonna black out. I was like, but I'm gonna really try to trip here. And I closed my eyes and really focused on my like the center of my forehead, and yeah, it happened. It felt like I was there forever talking to him, and then I came back, and it's real quick.
That's
There's
wild,
no
dude.
drugs involved. The CIA
Yeah.
has declassified shit on it, dude. I could pull that shit up one day when I have more time. They got declassified shit on it. They have studied it for years. AP,
What
astral
DMT?
projection. No, astral projecting.
Oh, that's refreshing.
Like they study it. Uh, I don't know why, but a lot of fucking cool shit on it.
Yeah. So basically, you're saying it's like all a mental thing.
I think so. I think whatever we are that is beyond our body is, it can be played with right now.
Like a fiddle.
You can toy with it right now. You don't have to die. And I think that's what a lot of the ancient people knew. Whether you strict hard Buddhist meditation, or sitting in the woods, or go. I mean, people used to go like pre-Christianity. They would go into caves for 3 days without food and just sit in the
Yeah.
darkness and try to leave their bodies. Die before you die. It's
Yeah.
it's common, and today it's not even talked about. It's not even like a. I mean, it is like there's groups that like hippie groups that talk about it, and obviously try to use drugs to do it, but on a clean diet, fasted diet, and strict mental exercise like that, I think you can play with what you are way before you die. And they knew that.
Dude, I'll never forget when I was like, I don't know if I was asleep. I don't remember what I was doing, but like I died and went to heaven because I was like that mass shooter in the library.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I remember
You want
that.
me to tell you that full story? I
Yeah,
can't
I
tell you the
do.
Yeah.
story. I'll refresh. So, like I said, I think I was either dreaming or something, or daydreaming, something like that. But I was like seeing this guy's point of view, and I'm like just watching him like move around. Basically, he went into a library where everybody, just sitting there reading and like looking at books and stuff. And he pulls out a gun and just walks up to people, starts blowing their brains out. And it was weird because like nobody tried to like run, nobody tried to like protect themselves. They just sat there and just walked up to them, boom, next person look at them, shoots them. And next thing I know, I'm sitting there thinking like, what the hell? Like, quit, quit shoot this guy, quit shoot these people. Like, trying to stop the guy. I'm just watching. I can't do nothing. And eventually, the police arrive, and they send in, like a negotiator because he leaves a few alive, and for like hostages. And the negotiator guy comes in. They sit down at a table. I sit at the end, or the guy does, and the negotiator sits on the side of him. And I don't remember what was said. If anything was said, I don't remember if there was words. But like the guy was having a conversation with him, and next thing I know, I'm looking at freaking he gets shot in the head, like window breaks, and then next thing you know, you're up in heaven or wherever it was, and there was like light, and then there's just steps with like leaves and stuff around it, and like little like ferns, and I don't know ferns, but like vines would be the right word, and like it was like the perfect steps. It was just perfect. Like it was literally the best place there could be. And the guy starts walking up there, and this time I don't follow him. He starts walking up the steps, and next thing I know, something comes up to me, and I leave. I'm back. I wake up or whatever. It was pretty cool.
I had one recently. It was fucking detailed as shit. The end of the world was coming. It was going to be an asteroid, and I was in school, and I was a kid, like, or a teenager. We were sitting like at the window, just basically waiting for the asteroid to hit, and it was going to wipe out everybody. So we were just kind of sitting there like waiting for it.
Yeah.
It hit, and it made like an earthquake, but nothing happened. The sun came out, and we were like, okay, so let's go explore. And we started walking towards it. I'm with like a lot of my high school friends and a lot of teachers, and I hear them screaming, and I look up, and it's what had happened is the first asteroid was just like shrapnel, like a piece. I looked up, and it's a ball of fucking fire the size of the moon. 50 feet above my head. The whole sky's blacked out, and it hits. And you know how when you have dreams, when you fall or die or something happens, you jolt and you wake up?
Yeah, right before you die.
Well, I didn't wake up, and I kept dreaming.
Oh, no.
So here's the thing. I have not had a dream like that until like any time after DMT. This was the first one. There's a quote that says, our brains, when we dream of death, we wake up because we don't know what's next. Why the fuck did I keep dreaming? So I did keep dreaming. Everything went white. The ringing was so loud, and I was just white. And things started to slowly reappear. It's almost like you're waking up from a nap, your eyes are blurry. And I was seeing outlines of light, like a yellow light inside the white light. And I was like, wait, that was actually real. I just died. It's over. Like, I'm in the next thing. I was right. Like this, I was right all along. When I realized that, all the outlines of whatever they were came towards me, and then I really woke up next to my wife and my dogs, and I was back. Damn. And I was like, yo, did I just actually go past the death of a dream? I've never done that. But I haven't had one since that. That was probably 2 or 3 months ago.